Well, hello again, everybody. Mental Fox here. Welcome back to Fallout 76. So, when I started this episode, I was up north near the location of Vault 79. And I went to the vault, and I entered the code that we got in the last episode, which was 119143. I know because I wrote it down. And the code did not work. And I was like, well, crap. Because after I finished the last episode, after I exited the game, I thought, oh, man, I wonder if this is one of those quests where you have to do everything all in one play session, or, you know, you'll lose the code. And when I went here and entered the code and it didn't work, I thought, oh, great, I'm going to have to go and get all of those map pieces again. So I traveled back here to the Grafton Pawn Shop, and I looked at the board here, fully expecting all of the map pieces to be gone, but they're not gone. They're still here. So that was interesting. And then I turned on the black light, and it was really interesting. I turned on the black light, and let's see if it does it again. Yeah, watch. There, look. Look. It's thinking. Look at that. So it's like retrieving this number from somewhere, I guess. But I got the same number, 119143. So that's kind of cool, I guess. And you could also see that there's an event up here in the upper right-hand corner that showed up when I got here. I'm supposed to find some kind of protest gathering spot. I don't know if I've ever seen this quest before. This event called Protest March. Grafton's mayor says there are riots in the streets of Grafton. I need to go there and put them down. Well, I mean, I don't see any place marked on the map where I'm supposed to do this, but we're here, and it's a quest we've never done before. Unfortunately, you did not get to hear the dude talk about it, and actually, I really didn't pay much attention to it either when he was giving me the quest, but I don't know. We could go outside and shoot some things and maybe get some experience points. I don't know. So we're here. Let's go outside and check this out. Oh, there's that floating mongrel that we saw quite a while back. That's kind of spooky, right? Like some kind of sphinx just floating there. So yeah, let's go out here and finish off this protester. Grafton's mayor has tasked you with putting down a group of protesters. We'll go outside and put these protesters down, and then we'll travel back up to Vault 79. I hope it's Vault 79. I can't remember for sure. We'll travel back up there and check it out. The protesters are over here in this direction. And there's a lot of super mutants around here too. I don't know if they are the protesters or not. But we'll just shoot everything that moves pretty much. It's not that big of a deal for us. Here's some stuff moving here to my right. So this protest. Yeah. Oh, where'd it go? I guess it's somewhere around here. I don't know where the protest is exactly. We'll just shoot everything. Where is it? Who's protesting? What do they look like? Are they ghouls? Are they super mutants? What's the protest? Oh, now it's telling me to go back in this direction, okay. Maybe it's over here on Main Street. We'll try that. Whoop, oh gosh, game. Calm down. There's a lot of mutes over here. Don't know if they are the protest or not. Somebody walking around in there, maybe? There we go. Oh, there we go. He was a protester. He had a sign. Here they come. Nope, nope, nope. I take it back. He doesn't have a sign. He has a sign. Okay. We've killed a few protesters. It cracks me up that it actually says kill the protesters up there. For some reason, that just seems extra graphic. Protest sign against automation. Protest sign ain't a commie. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. Oh.
This protest is getting out of hand. I'm sending in riot troops. Hope you don't mind a little friendly fire. Their enemy identification protocol might be damaged.
Okay. He's still friendly. Do I just stand here and wait for something to happen? Come on, I saw somebody walking around in there. So we killed 2 protesters, and apparently that's out of hand. Well, crap, I know I saw something in here. What the heck, man? Where did he go? Looked like he walked in that direction and then disappeared.
Wish a buckethead would show up.
Fine.
I'd rip his legs clean off.
Where are these protesters? Are you protesters? Okay, they were protesters, maybe. Including the Mr. Handy. Oh, I don't want that sign. Whatever. I picked up a sign, sorry. Okay. Now what? Well, I'm almost thirsty, so let me take a drink of something here. What did I just do? I don't know. The cursor kind of jumped on me there, and I think I ended up clicking on something I didn't mean to. Oh, and we completed Protest March. That's exciting. What do we get? What do we get? Nothing? Where's my rewards? Jeez. Okay, that was fun. Yay, protest. Okay, I guess I get nothing for it other than the satisfaction of knowing that I quelled a protest. Alright, well, let's take our map here, and we're going to go ahead and fast travel back up here, and we're going to hope that the code works this time. I wish I could get closer than this, but oh well, this is how it goes. I'm not going to fast travel to the frickin' Fisher site. When I was up here before, there was a Scorch Beast flying around up here. I just noticed that my weapon is close to being damaged. I should have seen if there was a workbench around here to repair it, but I did not do so. Well, hopefully old Vault 79 will be empty up here and I won't need my weapon anyway. Oh, it's looking super nasty up here. Kind of cool looking, really. We saw that grave in an earlier episode, and we saw a very sad note inside of that cabin back there about someone who had died. Very sad. Wait for my action points to come back, and then we'll do a little bit more running. Okay, oh, there's a dog here. Sound effect. So quiet. There's not even any music playing. I hear footsteps. Oh, I ain't gonna worry about it. Okay, so we want to go in there. And let's see if I can get up here easily. Jump up here. Gosh, it's so weird that there's no music playing. Okay, let's see if this code works, doggone it. 119143. Okay. What the hell? Why are there more digits now? What? 119143. What? Was it 8 digits now? What the hell? When I was here before, it was just 6 digits. Gosh. Alright, well, I guess I missed my chance. I hated to end that episode when I did, but it was like after midnight, and it was a work night, man. I needed to get up and go to work the next morning. I was already tired. Wah, wah, wah. Well, I mean, I guess I missed my chance. The wolf just stands there. Is that someone shooting me? Can't be. What the hell's going on now? It sure does seem like this thing is expecting 8 digits now. I don't know where these other 2 digits come from. But it's weird because... What the... Okay, that time it only wanted 6. Hey, beats the hell out of me, man. You saw it. I recorded it. You saw it. I don't know what's going on, but... Okay. Come on, open sesame. Where this wolf comes in here and eats me. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Yes, indeed, it is Vault 79. Okay, it looks like we are going to get in. Very strange. Very strange. I don't know what to make of all this, but hey. At least I'm in. Alright, let's look around this place. Check it out. See what there is to see. There's probably not a whole lot here. Matter of fact, what we're seeing right now might be the whole thing, but I didn't want to rush through it in the last episode. I wanted to be able to kind of explore it. Even if it is small. Oh, my light's already on. Gosh, it's dark in here. So somehow there's a vehicle here. I guess there used to be a tunnel through here. Now, I wouldn't expect there to be any type of enemies down here, considering I had to enter a code to get in. Unless there's another way in here. Looks like there's some kind of little trailer over here. Let's see if we can get into it. Okay. Well, cabinet with some sealed wonder glue. Let's take some Vault 79 souvenirs. I wonder if this one was like still under construction or something. It just looks kind of construction-y out here. The game is doing that weird thing again where I like turn this far, but the game makes me go like that, like flip around. It's pretty annoying. Hopefully that's not something that's going to continue to happen. As a matter of fact, it seems like it's happening quite a bit. See, look, see this kind of weird flickering that's going on? That's not my recording. That's what the game is actually doing. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm not happy about it at all. So over here, the skeleton, it said we could inspect it. Okay. The skeletal structure looks to be that of a female. There also appears to be a large fracture at the base of the skull, which is surrounded by gunpowder residue. So she was shot in the back of the head, right? They don't say the back, but when I think of the base of the skull, I think of the back. Okay. Could that be Flavia? And whoever shot her, looks like they dug a shallow grave, but they never bothered to cover her up. Don't know what's up with that. So there's Vault 79's entrance right there. Not a very grand entrance. See this again, this truck here with looks like it's been unloading stuff makes me think that this vault hadn't opened yet. Maybe it was still under construction when the bombs fell. Because usually they have a pretty grand entrance. And this one doesn't look like it's done yet. Done a nice job of making it look like they were staging the place here. Oh, there's stuff in here. A Jangles the Moon Monkey. That's the Jangles the Moon Monkey theme song, in case you didn't know. Let's jump up on top of things because we can. Look at me jumping on top of things. Toilet. Vault Tech. Something you don't see very frequently. A Vault Tech box. Vault Suit 10 count. Property of Vault Tech. All these things say property of Vault Tech on them. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, what do you think of my theory that this is a vault that was still under construction? Surely that happened, right? It's not like they had all the vaults ready to go before the bombs dropped. So doggone it, game quit it. It's still doing that thing. Ooh, there's a terminal over here. That's kind of cool. I'm not really expecting to be able to access anything on it, but let's give it a shot. Vault 79 entrance terminal. I love this light here and this coffee cup and the shadows. It's quite nice, actually. Operational security. It is imperative that all external-facing terminals are wiped and restored to default settings every day, no exceptions. All of us know what we're protecting, so do your job. Remember this. Any and all intruders are to be considered hostile agents. Treat them accordingly. At the end of each shift, package all daily logs and deliver them to the officer of the watch. Activate the contingency plan immediately when ordered. You know the drill. Stay out of sight. No smoking up top. Use the designated smoking area. Interesting. Here's a log that I'm going to guess is from October of 77. Not sure of the date, though. You got 230103R. And I could be wrong about that being October 77. Relieved the previous shift. Patrolled the exterior. It's dark and quiet, not too cold. Saw an owl hunting. Beautiful creature. Looks like it may be a peach of a day come sunup. Okay. And then here's another log. Grace caught some comm traffic from USAF. I don't like the sound of it. Having everyone start prepping the SOP just in case. Probably jumping at shadows, but hey, even if nothing happens, it relieves the boredom. Huh, okay. Well, there you go. That's what's on that terminal. And sadly, that's pretty much all we're going to get here. My understanding is that this is related to the Wastelanders DLC. Is it called Wastelanders? Is that what it's called? I think that's right. Doggone it, game quit it. Keeps doing that thing, man. It's bugging the crap out of me. I realized I hadn't walked right up to the door. You never know. Maybe you walk right up to it. Maybe there's a button you could press to open this damn thing up. But it's kind of looking like that's it. That's all we're going to get. I mean, it's still kind of cool. But not a whole lot here. Well, I mean, even though there's not a whole lot here, I still am super glad that I was ultimately able to get back in here. I would have been pretty upset if I wasn't able to. I would have been also very upset if I had to go back and collect all those map fragments again. But we didn't have to do any of that, so everything is okay. Okay, there you go. Here is the entrance to Vault 79. I guess we'll see this again when the new DLC comes out sometime in 2020. Pretty cool looking. I am eager to learn the story. Oh, how do I get in there? Look, there's a toolbox in there. Oh, there's a door here. I didn't even notice this. Oh, so there is a little bit more here. And there's also a toilet here that I didn't see. Golly, man. I came in and I just walked this way. I was like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Well, let's use our formidable lockpicking skills. I got some stuff I could pick up. A paper cutter. I don't know why the paper cutter seems so strange to me Is it really any stranger than a crushed yellow canister or an orange canister or a crushed rusty canister? Is it? I don't know. It just seems odd to me. A paper cutter. They went through the trouble of making a model of a paper cutter, and to be quite honest with you, it doesn't even look like a paper cutter to me, at least not any paper cutter I'm familiar with. I guess that's a big roll of paper there, and maybe this is the blade that cuts it. I don't know. Some machinery in here. Here's a box. The toaster in it. High-powered magnet. I don't know. Maybe I could turn that into something. A couple of wooden crates here. And a plan for metal signs that we already know. Which, let's face it, is a little disappointing. I was thinking we go through all the trouble to find those map fragments. Come all the way up here, enter the code. And I guess I was thinking this would be a great place to get a plan that I didn't already know. But no. Well, there you have it. The entrance to Vault 79. This is it, man. Very exciting stuff. Okay, as you can see, we are back here at Grafton Pawn Shop in this room where the clues are located. And the reason I've come back here is because there's more to this. I want to go ahead and call it a quest, even though it's not like an official quest that shows up in our quest list. But there's more to this quest than just simply finding Vault 76. Finding Vault 76, or Vault 79, I mean. Finding Vault 79 is only part of it. You know, we went and found all these map fragments, found this code, and we were able to enter Vault 79. But there's this stuff over here that I don't know what to do with. So I've come back here to look at this again and see if we could make any sense out of it. Now remember, there is I don't know if this Charleston Herald here is a note or not, or a clue or not, but it could be. However, if this is a clue, is this lamp also a clue? And is this coffee cup also a clue? There's also Army training graduation papers here and detective case file here. And we've already picked these up, and I don't think you could look at either one of them. Here's Army training graduation papers. If I inspect this, it just brings this up here. You can't really read it. You could try to zoom in, but that's as far as I could get. So I guess what's written on it isn't what's important. Just the fact that it's called Army Training Graduation Papers is what's important. And then we also picked up this thing called Detective Case File. And it's not in my miscellaneous. Is it in notes? I don't know if I tried to look at this or not. Let's see. No, it's not here either. So if it's not in miscellaneous and it's not in notes, then where is it? Is it in junk? It is not in junk. It's not a hollow. So it's not a weapon. So I don't know where this thing went. Is it aid? No. I mean, it's just called Detective Case File. And I did pick this up before. I could pick it up again if I need to. So it's not in miscellaneous. Certainly not in hollow, but let me look through here anyway. Who knows? This game does some things sometimes. Okay, nothing here. Notes. It's not in here. I looked in junk. It's not in there. And certainly it's not a mod or ammo. So I'm going to pick this up again. And absolutely nothing happens. So, oh, here it is. It is in junk. So I must have scrapped this before, since it is junk. I'm going to inspect it. And it's just a case file. So, again, just like the Army training graduation papers, it's not what's written on this or what's contained within it that's important. It's just the name of it that's important, I guess. So I guess these are clues to something. detective case file, Army training graduation papers, and then maybe this Charleston Heralds. These Charleston Heralds here are also important. I don't know. Rolled Charleston Herald, if I pick it up, I believe it is just junk. And also the Charleston Herald, I also believe is junk. So it just follows along with, yeah, right here, Charleston Herald right here. We can inspect it, but it really doesn't tell us anything. And then same thing with Rolled Charleston Herald. It's not going to tell us anything either. So I don't know if this is a clue or not. So this is, in case you didn't notice, I've recorded this like a day after I visited I visited the Vault 79 because I was thinking about these things, and I was thinking about these clues that may lead me to understand what to do with this board over here. The detective case file is so vague. I don't remember there being a detective agency anywhere in Fallout 76, anywhere in the Appalachia. I don't remember that. Now, Army training graduation papers could refer to Camp McClintock. That is actually where you do Army training. So I was going to travel to Camp McClintock and see if I saw anything, but I figured I'd just do a quick search online first. And as far as I can tell, there is nothing at Camp McClintock related to this. I feel like I did a pretty thorough search. I didn't find anything, so I can see no reason to go to Camp McClintock. So where does that leave us? It leaves us with these notes that we picked up when we walked in the building. It leaves us with 999's setback. I know we had an arrangement, but my side business has major issues. I have to skip town. I think I got your switch automated right. If you get back before the deadline, down with the man, with strange capitalization. If I get back in time, I'll take care of it personally. You stay safe, 999. I have no idea what this means or what to do with it. There is the note about Flavia's disappearance. Flavia, I believe, is the owner of this pawn shop. And there's a note here. Dear Flavia, where are you? The pawn shop has been closed for months. You said you were going away for a while. I keep replaying your farewell dinner, and the way you talked, it didn't feel right. Are you okay? Is something wrong? If you need money, I'm sure Robert can give you a loan. I did it again. I hit space instead of next. I'm sure Robert can give you a loan. You know he was always sweet on you. Everyone's suffering, but you have friends and loved ones that will look after you. Please just come back. And when you do, for God's sake, clean up. The whole building may be condemned if you can't do something about it. And then it looks like the initials are IF there. This doesn't help me either. I don't remember a Robert in the game. I mean, it sounds maybe a little familiar, but heck, man, I've put 250 hours in this game. I don't remember a Robert specifically. And IF, I don't remember anybody with those initials either. So there's that. And then the good old eviction notice here, which I really thought I was onto something with this. Am I not looking at this right? Eviction notice. Oh, read. Why is read grayed out down here like I can't pick it? Ain't that weird? I could look at it. And this gives me an address, and we actually looked for this address a while back, and I never found it. I never found 809 Main Street. So this doesn't tell me anything either. So I hated to do it, but I actually went online and did a little bit of research to see if I could make any sense out of what to do with this. And I found a video that talked a little bit about clues that are here in Grafton Pawn Shop. And this kind of bugs me because what I'm about to show you, what I learned in that video, I kind of feel like is a bunch of baloney. I don't really know how I could have pieced these things together. Basically, my understanding is that people found what to do with this by just data mining the game files to find out where new things have been added. But somebody, YouTube, I think her name was like Gamer Mom Over 50 or something like that. She had put together this really nice video where she wanted to show how it was possible to piece these clues together without data mining. And it was a real nice video. She did a real nice job. So I'm not criticizing her at all. I'm just saying that I find these clues to be kind of baloney, and I don't think I would have ever been able to figure this out. So anyway, she was talking about looking at these pictures, these paintings on the walls, like this one supposedly means something. She thought that maybe that was Lewisburg. Heck if I know, it's just a picture of a place. And we did look at that picture, this painting, in an earlier episode when we first came here, and I wondered if it was a clue. But looking at it, that doesn't really mean anything to me. Then she pointed out how in here there is this arrow that I also looked at but didn't see any sense out of. But she said that it's pointing to like some animal hides here. Is that what that is? It's also pointing to a Brahmin skull, which is supposedly a clue. She pointed out that there's all kinds of taxidermy here in this place, which I didn't think was all that weird because, I mean, it is a pawn shop, and pawn shops sell strange little knickknacks and stuff. I mean, there's also a bunch of, cleaning supplies too. Are these also clues? I don't know. There's also some radio equipment and a TV. Is that a clue? Is the blue bandana a clue? I don't know. But apparently, all of this taxidermy here is a clue. And apparently, looking at this taxidermy and one other thing will lead you to a location. And these are, except for the taxidermy, these are all things that I looked at before and wondered if they were clues. Remember this calendar here that I thought might be a clue. We've got a thing that says laundry here on the 19th, and it made me wonder if there was a laundromat in town that I was supposed to look for. There's not. But I kind of remembered this this calendar from someplace else. And in this video that I watched, apparently, this calendar is also located in a place called Lowe Taxidermy. That's also related to this Bishi company. There was a quest that we did earlier in the game that had something to do with the Bishi company. Like I said, that was a long time ago. I put a lot of hours in this game, but I don't remember that. So maybe if I had happened to have visited Lowe Taxidermy right before I came here, I would have remembered this and thought to go back to Lowe Taxidermy. But aside from that, I don't know how in the world I could have pieced all this together, which is why I'm saying this is kind of baloney. I don't know, maybe I'm being a little hard on it. Maybe I'm just frustrated because it wasn't something I could figure out on my own, and I really like to figure things out on my own, but I was not able to figure this one out on my own. So anyway, having said all of that, you're supposed to see all these taxidermy clues, and that's supposed to take you to Lowe Taxidermy, and everybody knows that Lowe Taxidermy is in Lewisburg, right? You remember that, right? Yeah, not really. Lewisburg is right here. Lowe Taxidermy is not a marked location, so I'm just going to go to Lewisburg, and you guys know how I feel about Lewisburg. I don't like Lewisburg. Lewisburg, the real place, I'm sure is very nice. Lewisburg in this game I don't like because it's lousy with super mutants. But, I have a much more powerful weapon now, so perhaps it won't be as much of a pain in the butt as it was the first couple of times I visited this place. So we're going to travel here to Lewisburg. We're going to go into Lowe Taxidermy, and we will pick up some interesting stuff, as you will soon see. But first, we have to fight our way there first. Unfortunately, I don't remember exactly where Lowe Taxidermy is in this town. I wish I did, because I'd like to just rush to it. That was weird. The thing floating in the air there. Oh. To kill that guy twice. In a way, it's almost kind of a shame that this whole Grafton Pawn Shop thing happened when it did, because I'm so focused on this Grafton Pawn Shop thing that I'm not really running around looking for Festive Scorched, which is, a limited time event. Ooh, I just killed a legendary Scorched Zealot. Oh my god. See what I'm talking about? This place is just lousy with enemies. Oh my gosh. They're going to wear me down here in a bit. Well, of all these guys I'm killing, hopefully I'll be able to find this legendary dude that I just killed. We're not done yet. There's still more. Come on, dude. Show yourself so I can shoot you. Okay, so over here somewhere is a scorched... legendary scorched. Oh gosh, there's still more. Oh man. Where's this legendary dude? I guess this is him. Small holiday gift. Pick that up. That's kind of nice. Some 45 rounds and a 2-shot combat rifle. Which is it just a 1-star? That sucks because he was actually a 2-star, it looked like when I killed him. 2-shot combat rifle. Yeah, it's level 20, single star. 2-shot's kind of cool though. Somebody might want that. But, a little disappointed. As I am almost every single time I kill a legendary. Okay, the pawn shop is, not the pawn shop, the taxidermy shop. Did I say pawn shop earlier? You know what I mean. Taxidermy shop. Here it is, right here. I made too much noise. Okay. Let's go into Lowe Taxidermy. Lowe Taxidermy was the site of a quest earlier in the game. Remember Sheep Squatch ate my brother? Remember that? Those quests. I don't remember the details, and I do remember as I went through that quest, it didn't make sense. There was this whole thing about Bo Peep and the big wolf and a fake sheep squatch and all that stuff. It didn't make much sense to me then. And I certainly don't remember it now. Huh, look at that. Holotape case. So I already did all this. Take one. This, like I said, this was all part of a quest earlier in the game. Before we pick up what we came here to pick up, let me see if I can remember how to get downstairs. Maybe it is through this door. Yeah. So down here in the basement... Leave me alone, infected rad rat. Down here in the basement is a note from Mom. We read that earlier. And looky here. Here is another... one of those calendars that we just saw in Grafton Pawn Shop. It's the exact same calendar. You know, it says laundry here. There's pins on it, though. Which I don't know if I noticed. I remember there being pins on the one in Grafton Pawn Shop. But there's pins on this one. I don't know what they mean. But if you press this, and we did this before, it opens up a secret room. Where this guy was assembling a fake sheep squatch or something like that. And I remember quite a battle took place in here too. But that was a different quest, and it's not related to what I'm currently doing right now. Oh, I'm trapped in here. So I just wanted to show you that again, and show you where the map was. That is supposedly a clue to connect this place to the pawn shop. Look, there's a fox there. All right. Oh, I was like, what in the world is that? It was those doors shutting downstairs. That was a neat effect. So anyway, we've come here to Lowe Taxidermy. This was here before noise complaint, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, as a matter of fact, this noise complaint is probably related to the work he was doing downstairs on the fake sheep squatch. I'm going to guess. So I imagine we picked this up before when we were here before. Noise complaint right here. Somebody was like, between these hours, Loud construction noise, blah, blah, blah. But again, that's not related to what we're looking at now. What is related is this thing right here, package for Calvin Van Lowe. This was not here before when we came here before. This is new, part of this whole Grafton Pawn Shop thing. So let's pick it up. We pick it up and we get vigilant citizen's note to Van Lowe, suspicious death at Harper's Ferry, suspicious death of Alicia Shea, suspicious death of Emmanuel Tillings, and finally, suspicious deaths overview. These are what we have picked up. And this is as far as I got. This is as far as the video that I watched got. I don't know what happens now, but I do know that this is related to the Grafton Pawn Shop thing. So let's take a look at these things that we just picked up. They all had suspicious in front of them. Hopefully we could read these. Suspicious. Let's read suspicious deaths overview first, and then we'll look at these specific ones, maybe. Number 1, the work foreman was Antonio Childs, one of the more capable and respected builders in the area. He quit his job at Sunnyfield Construction 2 years ago. Then he went away for weeks at a time and came back with a great deal of cash. His new house is one of the biggest in Harper's Ferry. That might be a clue, I don't know. The neighbors had a host of suspicions about him. Was he a bank robber? A cat burglar? His closest friend and drinking companion said Antonio confided he found a nice, cushy government contract, and he was skimming some money on the side. So this is called Suspicious Deaths Overview, so I guess this is somebody who ended up dead, huh? Number 2, Mr. Tillings. Now that's one of the notes that we picked up. Emmanuel Tillings. Mr. Tillings was killed 3 days after my interview with him when a truck smashed into the way station where he worked. Maybe another clue, a way station? I don't know. The driver of the truck has been identified as Mr. John Doe. That's a suspicious name. Mr. Doe claims to have lost control of the vehicle, but managed to bail out just before the impact. After being held for observation at Morgantown General, Mr. Doe was discharged. There is no subsequent record of his stay. Whatever additional evidence Mr. Tillings was going to provide is now lost. Evidence about what? I don't know. Number 3, I talked with Paige Rockwell, and she said the timing of Mrs. Shea's death was suspicious. I think Alicia Shea, is that who that is? It's another note that we picked up, I believe. Mrs. Shea was close to sending the Herald a bombshell. I managed to enter Shea's home 4 nights after the incident. There was ample evidence of a struggle, and clearly the whole place had been thoroughly searched. The government was looking for something, and I fear they found it and silenced her. Conclusion: so 3 suspicious deaths. How is this a conspiracy, you may ask? I have sent my proof to several sources. You are just one. Calvin Van Lowe, I imagine. This was a package for Calvin Van Lowe. I fear your package is the least effective on its own, but if it is put together with the others, then a clear pattern emerges. As I have investigated this conspiracy, the number of people that have moved suddenly, stopped returning my phone calls abruptly, met with accidents, or simply disappeared is alarming. These are just the 3 most obvious. Mr. Van Lowe, please share this with anyone willing to believe. Okay. And then these are the 3 deaths talked about in the overview here. Suspicious death at Harper's Ferry. A note or an article in the Charleston Herald. Man's skull fractured in robbery near Harper's Ferry train yard by Luke Hogan. I guess that's who wrote that note to Calvin Van Lowe, right? I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. A 42-year-old work foreman was fatally injured when a group of 3 men attacked and robbed him by the Harper's Ferry train yard last night, authorities said. The police responded at 1:32 a.m. to an anonymous call and discovered that the victim was already dead. Detectives determined he was jumped from behind and was hit repeatedly with a large, blunt object. This is the first incident of its kind since the curfew was lifted after the Clay riot last Thursday. There is no word from the mayor if the curfew will be reenacted. Okay, so there's that. We've got suspicious death of Alicia Shea. Oh, this is by Paige Rockwell. This is by a different person. Local woman commits suicide. Neighborhood in mourning. Alicia Shea of Berkeley Springs was found dead in her bathroom by her daughter of 13 on Sunday. The police claim it was suicide. Mrs. Shea was a tireless advocate of the community and local unions. She led several anti-automation protests. She published several exposés, that's probably what that's supposed to say, in our newspaper. She was a true leader of her community. The mood in Berkeley Springs is one of anguish and outrage. One anonymous neighbor said, Alicia was done in. Last night, several homes were broken in. You could hear yelling. When the investigator was asked about this evidence, he said that the case was closed. It's suicide. Plain and simple. And then finally, suspicious death of Emmanuel Tillings. This one is doesn't have a byline. A byline? I don't know. It doesn't say who it was from. Who wrote it? Sorry, I got distracted there. Morgantown. The wife and children of Emmanuel Tillings express profound sorrow at the passing of their beloved husband and father. A tireless government worker, he always had a friendly smile to all truckers passing through Morgantown. Though the way station has now been closed, we are collecting donations to erect a small monument for him at that site. He will be missed. So, are these clues? I don't know. I imagine they are. I feel like this one might be the easiest one for me to start at. Well, maybe not. I mean, it just says her home in Berkeley Springs. That means I would basically have to search every home in Berkeley Springs, so maybe this isn't a good place to start. This one here at Harper's Ferry, Harper's Ferry Train Yard. I mean, maybe I go to Harper's Ferry Train Yard and do some searching there? Maybe? I mean, at least I have a concrete location to go. Man skull fractured in robbery near Harper's Ferry Train Yard. Maybe that's where I need to go. And then this guy, apparently there is a way station in Morgantown. So, well, this here says that this guy in Harper's Ferry, his new house is one of the biggest at Harper's Ferry. So do I need to go to this big house? Maybe that's a clue right there. Could be. We will investigate those in the next episode. I'm going to end this episode here. And we'll see if we can't make some sense out of this. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Hope you'll join me in that episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, why don't you let me know. Leave me a like or a comment. Thanks for watching. Sure hope you join me again in the next episode.